Okay, we're gonna do roughly an hour. An hour, and we're out of here. It won't be no longer. Well, big up all to the new subscribers on this one here. Like, there's still people making videos about, oh, Eddie Hearn doesn't call the shots at the zone, and Wilder's doing his own deal independent of Eddie. And it's a strange one to work out why they're saying it. Now, let's establish this. Eddie Hearn doesn't control everything. And I don't think he claimed to. But he was the one who was headhunted by the zone. The first, not Oscar De La Hoya, not Triple G's people. It was Eddie. He was headhunted. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, none of the big stars are going to Eddie Hearn. Well, what are you going to say if Jacobs beats Triple G? I mean, not Triple G, Canelo. What are you going to say then? I mean, he's offering Gervonta Davis a shed load of money right now. And here's the thing. I think, look, Eddie's doing his job. If he offers them the money and they come and do an independent deal, do you think that, how does that affect Eddie? It doesn't affect Eddie. There's only going to say, well done, Eddie. You went out there, you made the case, you put the money up, and now we've got them. They're not long-term deals anyway. They're free fight deals for the most part. So what is it everyone is talking about? And what makes you like the fan aspect of boxing is getting out of control? It really is. What makes you think that Joshua or Wilder will be getting, or Tyson Fury will be getting any big money if there wasn't the return for either ESPN or the Zone that, you know, you're going to be in a fight for undisputed? What makes Wilder think that he'd be signed if they didn't think that the undisputed title fight was going to be happening soon? What makes them believe that? And once you go there, you have to deal with Eddie. You have to deal with Eddie. That's why they're not going to sign you to fight Dominic Brazil Wilder or Stavern Free. You don't be signed for that. You just stay on fucking Showtime and Fox to do that. It's absolutely crazy. And then you have to think about it. Lou DiBella said some shit about Eddie, and Eddie's went back and forth. But do you know how much times they've worked together? I'm talking recently, like in between all this alleged beef between AJ and Wilder. They've worked about 2-3 times. He's done about 3 Tevin Farmer fights. Lou's been working with the Zone regularly. That's Wilder's promoter, right? Who is it you think? Who do you think Lou spoke to before he hooked up the meeting for Wilder? You don't think he spoke to Eddie? You don't think he spoke to Eddie about the possibility of Deontay Wilder getting a meeting and maybe signing? You don't think do you think Lou is see, here's the thing. Lou DiBella is a businessman in boxing. Wilder has to realize, and the fans, like, look, I don't want to talk down, but every time I talk, because I'm normally right on this topic here, it does sound like I'm talking down to you because you're acting like bitches. Lou cannot, if Lou, okay, let's start it. If Lou DiBella had Deontay Wilder's temperament and mentality, how far would he have got in promotion or in the boxing game? He would have been finished in the first year, because As soon as a meeting didn't go right, or a transaction between him and someone else in the business, oh, you're a bitch. Fuck you. No one's gonna buy into your company. It's crash. It's this and that. And because he's a boxer, he can do that while he still has pulling power. Because we need him. Without him, there's no product there. But in the business world, if you act like that, there's someone there to replace you. As soon as the door slams behind you, there's someone there to replace you to do a transaction. Yeah. Just like dealing with this free agent situation, Frank Warren's trying to sign him. There's someone there like a harbor shark straight away. So anyone thinking that Lou DiBella is thinking like Wilder because he had a couple of words with Eddie, you're a fucking moron if you believe that. If you believe that Lou is just, I'm going to hold this long grudge with Eddie and thing, I'm going to go to the zone and not talk to Eddie, then if you do that, you do not maximize your time at the zone if you don't talk to Eddie. If you say you're going to go over there, I'm not going to talk to Oscar, then you're not going to be able to maximize your potential out of your deal. It doesn't make sense. So what next? Al's got beef with Oscar. Well, Oscar's on there as well. So what now? You're going to get fighters from the PBC? Well, we're not going to deal with Oscar and thing. It's ridiculous. You sat at this stage here, it's got to be pointed out that Wilder and his fan base are acting like 5-year-olds. And I'm not angry. You haven't really heard me scream. It's no point screaming at these people no more. Like they're acting like 5-year-olds. What is this about? Why would you as a grown man post a video like that? It's almost like they want Wilder not to succeed. And if I was Eddie, I'd just ignore Wilder when he talks. Just ignore, all right, DLT, don't talk to me. I'll just go over the side. I'll wait until I could talk to Lou one-on-one, and that's when it really counts. You know what I mean? Don't even respond to Wilder no more. Don't even respond, Eddie. Don't even respond. It's a waste of time. It's tiring. It's draining. It's just some point scoring, pissing contests that you should have got out of. Now you've got Wilder is a man with means. He has money, and he's still adopting the same mind state as his fan base. It's incredibly. It's absolutely. Imagine if Anthony Joshua had Wilder's mind state. Do you think he'd be as successful as he is now? My God. What is that? Mike 104, good afternoon. Martin B, good afternoon. Real brother, what's up? I'm not letting no one on today. I'm just gonna do this and get out. It won't be longer than an hour today. Unrivaled, what's up? Finks, what's up? RKO Can. RKO Can, yep. They're gonna have to deal with Eddie one way or the other. And it's simple as that. Copend, what's up? What are we talking about tonight? I don't know. We're gonna have to get it done in an hour or so, and then I'm getting out. I might cover the Sean Porter fight while I'm on here. Because I haven't seen it yet. Finks, he says, I wonder to what capacity Jacobs works with Heyman. Also, will ESPN commit to boxing the way DAZN has? Well, I tell you what, man. I don't think they know what Tyson Fury really fights like if you go down. See, Tyson Fury looks the same against a C-class fighter as he does against the best. That's the thing. And there goes the problem. They're going to probably match him to a B-level C fighter next. And it's unlikely he's going to look like Mike Tyson when they do that. And then, it's going to be another scenario potentially like after he fought Pianetta. After we saw Pianetta, we were thinking, oh, man, this guy's washed. But that's what it is with Tyson. That's what it is. Camel 1, what's up? Hamid 92, what's up? Yeah, man. You can't take it that personal. Don't take it that personal, man. Even the fans, stop taking it so personal. Like I was watching 68 and his video, and one of the Wilder fans was crying on the channel. He was crying because Wilder hasn't got a multi-million. He was crying. Really? That's just too far. It's just too emotional. It's just way too emotional right now. Can't be any good. This can't be any good. This must be the weakest generation of sports fans or boxing fans. You're crying on the video. You're crying. And here's the thing. Them guys will say you don't know what it's like in America because of the oppression. I haven't heard him cry for anyone who got shot by the police or anyone getting caught up in violence, in gang violence or street violence. I ain't seen him cry for that, but he cried because Wilder hasn't struck a major deal. He cried. I didn't watch it personally. I said, no, I can't watch that. I can't even be voyeuristic and watch it now. I can't watch that because, look, it's like with the R. Kelly things. You seen the video? There's the video. Look, if you expose your ears and your eyes to certain things, then good luck to you. Don't complain when it makes you weak. The stuff that you're exposing your ears and your eyes to just because you can, just because the internet provides you with a lot of things that you can see. It doesn't mean you have to expose your ears and eyes to all of it. Seriously. Don't listen to everything. Now, okay, I'm not going to lie. I hear a lot of the stuff secondhand, but I don't watch it firsthand. I don't sit down and watch a lot of it. I'm glad there are people who do it. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't get to hear. You cried over the... It just seems like a bit excessive. Just seems like a little bit excessive that you cried. Marks MB. No, I don't know where the link is. You have to go search that one out. Wonder Ones Media. What's up, man? Yes. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Okay, let's see what's going on. Only person I'm going to give a couple of links. I'll probably give McGregor and May. Just the regulars. I'm not going to get too much because I tell you what, I don't like when people shout across each other. I don't like it. I know some people like that. They think that makes a good hangout because it's lively and people are shouting. I don't like when people don't let people get their point out. You know what I mean? I want, if you're going to dialogue, you got to let people have their say. You can't just jump in when you hear somebody talking. And when too many people are there, it's just too much to control. And give me a headache, basically. I'll be honest with you. Just give me a bloody headache more than anything. All right, let me send a few links out. Send a few links. Send a few links. Good. Yeah, I heard it was a bit controversial with Sean Porter. I've got a recording of it, so I'll either watch it with you or watch it by myself for the thing. Then it was good, but I watched a bit of it, but I fell asleep. It did like they were saying the guy was schooling him. I wasn't seeing that. It looked pretty close. The bits I saw, it looked a little close. In all truth. Okay. All right. Let me send a few more links out, and then. All right. no disrespect to anyone who wants a link. I'm not saying it's the greatest hangout and like I'm trying to hold out. If I don't know your work, I'm probably not going to put you on there, or it would be on. If I give you a link and then someone else says, "Well, how comes I didn't get one when I asked?" They're going to be thinking, "Oh, well, Beats, that's fucked up. Who's this guy you're letting on before me?" So I have to kind of consider that. I have to consider that to a degree. It wouldn't be right. All right. Okay. Anyone else? Have I missed anyone? I probably have, but fucking shit.
What up, Beats?
Yo, what up, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Chilling?
Yeah, chilling.
All right. I'm gonna put the Sean Porter fight on if I can find where I put it.
Porter ain't looking impressive to me.
That's what everyone is saying. That's what everyone is saying. I know I downloaded it.
I told y'all remember when that fight was made? I said that dude might give him problems, and y'all was saying he wasn't strong enough. But the way Porter fight, anybody can give him problems.
Yeah, Porter, if he has an off night or the style doesn't match up well with his, it does reflect on him. It can often reflect on him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, like when he got in there with bigger, stronger guys, like he can't bully. Like he couldn't bully that guy. He couldn't bully Kell Brook. He doesn't look impressive. So he loses.
Yeah. Well, I've got it on now, so I'm gonna glimpse it and see how it went down. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Okay. And how did you have it?
I thought that I gave it to the other guy.
Oh, yeah, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was working on.
It was a split decision win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a close fight.
Porter was lucky, basically, to keep the belt, man. Bro.
You look at his face. Porter didn't think he won that fight.
He didn't?
After the fight, when the bell rung, he looked like he lost that fight.
Okay. I didn't realize the guy was so. I've seen him fight before, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't that impressed. But he's another guy. Like, he'll look ordinary against an ordinary opponent, but as he goes up, he's ready to be consistent. So
yeah,
he's one of them guys.
He came to fight.
Yeah. He didn't throw a lot of punches though to me, man. That's what I remember. The little bit I saw, he didn't. It wasn't. He was basically counter. Well, Sean was counter punching quite. Sean counter punched too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you watch the whole fight. I thought Ugagas won, especially the later rounds.
Okay.
Because Sean was like backpedaling and not even engaging.
See, they're trying not to get him hit so much, but that's going to take away from his offense.
Yeah.
And his effectiveness. Like people want to see the guy who destroyed Malinagi or the guy who beat Devin. They want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can't do that to Devin because Devin used to be a 140 guy. This guy was small as hell. Big as hell, I mean.
He was tall, isn't it? He's a tall.
Yeah.
Big welter, man. A big welter, yeah. I don't know how some of them get down to 147, to be honest. I mean, some of them guys look way too big for the weight. Way too big.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's up, McGregor?
McGregor.
Jack Reese.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm just catching up with this fight. I'm not going to score. I can't remember to score it. I'm just going to watch it and see the overall picture. Is he big? Is he tall or is he big? It's hard to work out.
He tall. He tall too. He a little bigger than Porter to me.
Seems pretty big for 147. He's quite big. He didn't throw a lot of punches though, man. That's what I mean. Like, so I'm not sure if he can take away the title if someone fights
But in the later rounds, Porter really didn't throw no punch. He like moved up. He moved a lot in them later rounds.
Did he not pull it down?
Yeah, he moved a lot the whole fight. Sean was just pacing himself. And I don't think it was a knockdown. I thought he hit him with a Wilder elbow, one of them forearms.
But he hit him and he went down. He didn't want no trip or nothing, so it should have been counted as a knockdown.
It was a little bit of push at the beginning. The fist didn't land on nothing, so I don't think it should have been one. It wasn't no fist with punch. It looked like it may have caught him in the back of the head, like the back, but I didn't think it was a knockdown at all. It looked like he was off balance and a forearm clipped him.
See, I'm watching it and see that's what I thought Porter's footwork and his jab looked pretty good in the first round.
He fought a different fight, but I mean, it ain't the Porter people want and expect. So they, and then the people who hate Porter and his style, they don't hate him, they hate his style. The people who finally say, see, he can't do that shit no more, they automatically gonna score it against him. So I personally think it was a close fight, but Ugas, like you said, Beast, he left too much on the table. He didn't want to come attack Porter because he thought he was gonna get pivoted on. He thought Porter, and when Porter tried it, he stuffed it like once, but he didn't want to keep having to do that.
But that one of them last rounds after round 8, like Porter himself wasn't throwing no punches in the later rounds.
But he's the champion. I don't stick to it rigidly like you got to take from the champ. I don't stick to it rigid, but to take someone's belt and they're not really going for it, to me, I'm not. I can't really ride with that all the time. See, Porter's coming forward here, but cleverly. He's moving side to side, good overhand right, and he's attacking.
I think Porter took more punishment fighting that way than he did fighting the way he should have fought. If he would have just stayed close to him, it would have been a better fight for him. He kept trying to cut that distance and he catch some kind of punishment to the body, but then again he'll land his own after the combination. Porter land one. I'm like, bro, he cutting up and stuff. I'm like, he taking more punishment fighting this dumb style. This dude's not attacking you no more. So just meet him in the center of the ring. Y'all sit there shoulder to shoulder and let it go. And Porter would have won that fight.
I thought he's faster in the inside than the guy. He's got quicker hands.
I'm sure the guy.
His hands are quicker on the inside than you guys do.
Maybe his daddy told him to fight like that to try something different.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear it in the corner. I was really wondering, like, is Kenny telling him this? He telling him this, move around, do cute, and then break the range 26 different times. I want to cut it how many times I got to break it in, at least half. Cut.
Like you said, Kenny might be trying to preserve him, but like you said, he took a beating that way too because his face was messed up after that fight.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch it live. I'm watching it now. And from what I can see, Ugas is controlling the center of the ring. He's very inactive, but Porter he's bouncing around and doing all of that. But I think Ugas is the more effective. Like he's landing cleaner shots. That's what it looks like to me.
That's what I saw too.
What round you?
I'm in round 6 at the moment.
Okay,
that's what I saw last night. One's media. I saw that.
He fought a good fight. He just knew you can't chase Sean Porter, man. Sean Porter spin your ass around. Next thing you know, you be on the ropes.
Well, Sean Porter fought like that a little bit too against Danny. Doing that moving shit against Danny in the later rounds.
Yeah, that's true. He did a lot of the fight. He did a lot.
If you fought like this against Thurman would have knocked him out.
Yeah, Thurman. He can't do that against Thurman. He can do that against some people, but Danny really ain't got no footwork. He could do that against Danny.
Oh, yeah, he did it with Thurman. Thurman was on the front foot a lot of that fight. Porter was using a lot of lateral movement, but it drowned out by a lot of the action. The action drowns it out.
You're more against Thurman than this, bro.
No, it didn't wasn't enough. It wasn't so much because they start going to war, and Thurman would chase him. That's what Porter want. He wants you to chase him. and look at about round 8 or something. You'll see what I mean. It's one time in there Ugas got aggressive and Porter tried to spin his ass out and Ugas like, I knew it was coming. He stuffed it, and that's the only time he let. That's the only time he attacked him that fight because he knew what was coming, but he couldn't. He shouldn't have been scared to attack him. He should have just dealt with the angle, and then maybe he'd had a better case to win the fight. I mean, Porter got to look complete style. This should be ugly, but he got to look complete in his tomb. I gotta give him that.
Lucas has got ugly style, man. Fuck it up.
True. It's true. Like some of his punches.
He needs to just boil off his head as well, man. Like all them patches he's got in his, he just needs to shave all of that off, man.
Yeah,
be done with it.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that.
I mean, it looked like he got the kind of Michael Jordan head that'll fit him, but I don't know what. I agree. I don't know what he's doing with that, man. Unless he's gonna get the LeBron surgery,
There's a lot of the Cubans are adjusting more to the program. He's still fighting a bit like an amateur. He said that's what holds him in good stead. So he still, takes notes from his amateur days, man. But you gotta let your hands go, dude. You gotta let your hands go.
Yeah, it looks like
Well, y'all ain't counting them body shots, no beats. He landed a lot of body shots.
Beautiful ones, Chris. Beautiful body shots he landed. He landed some beautiful shots. Shit. Sean Porter felt one of them. He just moved.
Do you know what I see here as well is that Ugas would have looked more impressive if he was cutting off the ring and trying to walk down Porter, because Porter's not really doing much of anything. He's looking for the counter. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for Ugas to come to him so he can counter him like Furman or something. But I don't know. It's one of them ones, isn't it? Ugas is a lot. He's
fuck Ugas up, boy. Ugas get fucked up against Spence.
I agree.
Cool.
That's how I fight for him.
Oh, you talking about Porter fighting like that?
No, it's Ugas. Ugas fights Spence like that. He better punch.
Hey, but the beats. The reason I want him to win that fight too, because I know he would have fought Spence though.
Yeah,
next.
He would have done. He called him out.
He's claiming Spence ducked him, but it's a sack of shit because he said he was the mandatory, but he wasn't the mandatory. El Campo been the mandatory, and that was just like, he said in an interview, I've been the mandatory for a year for Spence now, and it just ain't true. He ain't been. So I mean, he may be trying to play his name up a little bit, but
he was ranked up. He was ranked in IBF #1 one time. I couldn't remember.
Give me Ugas this round, yeah. But why you fucking? You're coming forward and you went back. You punch him.
It was wary beats.
What round
wary, man. Sean Porter got some shit. Sean Porter got some tricks.
You know what else he did too? That I thought he was playing around too much with that showboating. Like, come on, telling Sean Porter, come on.
Oh yeah, he was doing that in round 4. What round did he win, Pete?
Too emotional.
Cut to the body as Porter comes in and.
He was very emotional. Yeah, he had some beautiful body shots, beats.
I thought the judges weren't looking at them body shots. I feel he landed a lot of body shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think both of these guys are food for Spence. And but then again, you know what? Porter is, Porter's a little bit of a comedian. Like, he doesn't just have one style kind of thing. He kind of somewhat has a different approach, but I don't know.
By the way, he do against Spence, Porter get beat up.
Yeah.
He probably like the old way he fight this way, he gonna get beat up.
He gonna change a lot of that what he doing versus Spence. I can just see him immediately changing, going back to what he is, that roughhousing.
That's gonna be a bad mistake.
He's gonna get.
I don't think that's a bad mistake. Fight like that.
He's gonna have to fight like this against Spence.
His best option is to get in front of Spence and be as small as he can be.
Yeah, it'd be a sight for us, but it's gonna be bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but shit, you're a fighter. You gotta do. He gotta do something.
You know what I think it is as well with this? It's like the way he's fighting, he's not effective with it. He's not good at outboxing. Like, he's not He's not successful with it. He's not landing any decent shots. He's kind of bouncing around.
If Ugas wasn't as tall, Sean would have landed some of those right hand counters, but Ugas was able to break that range quick. Like Danny walked into a few counters from Sean, man.
I'll be honest. People talk about how sloppy Wilder is. Porter just as sloppy.
Porter, he rough.
People are sitting there like that. All saying he don't want to go in, but that jab to the body stopping him a few times from going in. It's stopping him.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of that Mike Tyson peekaboo kind of where he's launching off of his thighs.
Yeah.
Ugas didn't want to give up that center ring, man. If he would have came any closer, 2 more steps to those ropes, he would have been the person on the ropes, and that right there screwed him. He should have dealt with that angle he knew Sean was gonna take instead of being scared of Sean trying to take it on him. Like that's Sean's best move in his game, pivoting off them ropes. He's a beast at that, man. Physical enough to do it and quick enough to do it.
Ugas is throwing all his power punches to the body for some reason.
Yeah, Sean adjusted that a little later in the fight. He adjusts pretty well to it a little later in the fight. You're gonna see him get hurt by one beast. He ain't gonna punch for the whole. It's like the second or third round. Ugas land a beautiful fucking shot to the body, a left hook. Sean don't punch for a whole minute. He just bouncing around the ring trying to get his shit together. Trying to, in the next round he came out like, what should I do to adjust to that? It looked like it was gonna be a tough night after that, but he kind of got it a little back under control.
Yeah, by round 6, I was like, what? Because it looked like he was throwing a lot of body punch. It looked like your man wasn't landing, but I'm like, what the fuck happened to Sean's face when he ain't hardly throwing a punch?
So Ugas legit then, yeah?
Nah. I mean, Ugas has never really been, considered anything. Like to me, he's always been, B level. Like he's never been anyone that you would consider to take out the top 3, if you like.
Well, I've got it probably 3-1.
To who? What? Ugas?
3-1 or 2-2.
What, to Ugas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one round.
I wish I could show y'all what I'm talking, because I'm watching Thurman Porter, and I remember Porter having his back completely on the ropes with, Thurman pushing him to the ropes, and Porter just turned that shit in an instance, bro, like quickly, and I mean a snap of the finger, Thurman back was on the ropes, and I know Ugas was in there. He fought a smart fight, but it's something more important than being smart. It's like being prepared for anything is more important than being smart, maybe. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, man. He don't fight with his heart. Like he doesn't arc none of his punching. He doesn't want to get caught. Obviously, that's good, but it's like the judges are thinking, well, is he really? Is he hungry? Is he really hungry? You want to see some bow? So, you want to put a bit of a smackdown if you're the challenger.
I'm gonna share a picture. I'm just gonna record my screen a few times. So I don't have to. So it won't be a video. It's just gonna be like 3 different pictures of the timestamp.
Sure, jamming well in round 5 though.
Let's see if I can do this. Let's do it this way.
See, Ugas plays around with the food too much, man. Like he's gonna do something, and then he just goes back to the jab, really.
Yeah, after the every round, he was making me sick. Kept trying to stare him down and walk up to him after every round.
Oh, we're just picking some right-hand counters this round here. Sure, not Fred. Sure, this is a weird fight for sure, boy. What's he doing? All right, now he's getting his head jabbed up. Can't get you this round, sure. Can't give him this round. Missing wildly.
That was an all right card last night, too.
Fuck it. Mansour retired, isn't it? Mansour retired on Facebook.
He should have. He got his ass beat last night.
Yeah, he tired of
He
fake.
looking like the old head that came home after 20 years, still think he tough that got beat up by a young dude.
Yeah, he took one, man. He took one.
He look like an old ass man. He look like another Ortiz. He look older than Ortiz. Actually, he looked like he was about 50.
Man, I was ready to throw in the towel in the first round. I thought, like, this guy, it's a wrap for him, man. Just, I would have pulled off a UK stoppage on that.
You know what I seen once me? They getting ready to serve Ortiz to a job. Watch what I tell you. I've been saying that for like 2 months now.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah, I like what I see from a jumper though.
Very soon.
I like what I see from him. He looks.
I tell you what, Ortiz don't do much better than Mansour.
Yeah, he gonna knock. I already said he's knocking Ortiz out. That's who they saving Ortiz for.
No, I don't know. I think it's too early for him right now. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know.
Nah, if he beat up Mansour been in the world class guys. He ain't gonna go lower than that.
Yeah, but come on, man. I don't know.
Do you know
if he keep knocking people out, what if he fight somebody else like ranked in top 15, knock him out? They can't put him down. He can't keep doing that if he knocking everybody out.
Chris, I got one for you, Chris. What about Kevin Johnson?
Nah, everybody punch up Kevin Johnson. They ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he does
My
love
daughter
sitting on the
knocked out
ropes.
Kevin Johnson last week.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. Who was it last week? No, he's got a fight coming up next week, I think is.
No, I said my daughter knocked out Kevin Johnson.
Oh.
We're treating too much,
man. Yeah, he get punched up too much. There ain't no tell.
I like what I see from a jabber. I think so far so good.
He got a good jab.
Yeah, he's got a good jab. Oh, good right over the top by Ugas. Good punch.
I'm gonna show this screen shot. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah.
This is a tough round. This round. We're round 6. Round 6, halfway through.
Y'all can see that. Y'all can see this picture. Screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, this what he wanted Ugas to do, commit to him. But watch as I go through the picture. This the same. Look at the timestamp. It say 13:38 down there on the clock. 13, not the fight clock, but on the YouTube part. This is what he wanted. A jog. This is what he wanted. What's the guy name?
Hey, can you don't play that clip?
No, it's not. It's not video. These are just pictures I cut out. Yeah, this what he want Ugas to do. Ugas didn't want to do it. Ugas didn't want to walk on the shine and put him on the ropes because this was gonna happen. Now, this ain't the way he does it all the time, but this is essentially what he was gonna end up doing to Ugas. Keep feeling like I got this rough mug on the ropes, Bob, throwing shots. Sean bounce off the ropes, come into a smother, and look at this. Snap over second. Look where he at. That's what Ugas didn't want to happen right there, man. That's why he was tentative, and that's kind of probably why he lost the fight to me.
They're gonna turn him on the ropes.
You pick the weight. Pick the weight up short. Like it took him a couple of times to cut his braids off and shit to make the weight.
Man,
I think he just. I mean, he should have made weight. I don't think it affected him much. I think I don't know what that whole situation was about, but I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't have made weight. But
yeah, he explained it. He said it was something that he said it was something I know, like a little factor into it, like something I know I should have done that I didn't do.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I don't know what he was referring to, and then nobody asked him, but he kind of just like he took the interview. You know how they like, give me the camera real quick. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm gone. I'm out. That's kind of how he did it. So then nobody get to ask him like, well, what is you referring to? Because it was like, okay, he said his piece, he gone. But yeah, he didn't look sluggish. He looked like old Sean Porter with the same amount of stamina. So Ugas, if somebody could have made him look sluggish with them body shots Ugas dropped early, if he was drained, we would have knew.
You think that's why Ugas threw a lot of them body punches? Because he thought he was probably, if I land all these body shots, I'll probably get him later on. Because he couldn't make weight.
Ugas is squaring up to Porter, you know. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, he was doing that after every round too. Like looked like he wanted to fall him back to the corner.
Porter needs to sort those canines out, man. I swear I can see him through his mouth guard.
He got a lot of emotional shit with Ugas. I was just like, man, you gonna tire out. And then he kind of like his style deflated a little bit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you probably done did too much yapping, man.
I mean, how old is he?
Quite level. Whoever's scoring it in the studio.
Yeah, I stopped scoring after the 6th round. Some of these rounds are just difficult to call.
Oh yeah.
Some of the rounds are difficult to call.
Yeah, Ugas like 33. I believe he said Porter was 31 and Ugas 32. Everything was nearly the same except for the height.
And the hairline.
I believe Uga's arms are longer than 70-inch reach, though. I didn't believe that shit. I seen that on that tele tape. I'm like, are you kidding me? This ain't got no 70-inch. We had 73-inch reach, maybe more.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's reach, yeah. And like even a Jagman, they had him down at 85. Buckrick still got him at 88. I'm thinking 88. Yeah, 88 seemed a bit long, man. 85 is very long enough. 85 is still extremely.
I think a job, but going to his left, that's what scared me about him. It don't look like he can box going off to his left. He was stumbling over a little bit, heavy set it, but he can damn sure punch. I mean, he get better. He get better. Get on them agility ropes. I mean, on agility ladders and keep on working. I enjoyed them. Well, I don't want to say I enjoyed them. Seeing him punch up that old man, but hell, it was good to see him fight.
Did you guys see the Hooker fight?
I watched a little bit of it. I kept flipping back and forth.
I see Callum Johnson beat up that shorty guy, boy. He fucking beat him up, man.
Yeah.
I watched the Smith and
Smith Jr.
Yeah, I watched that fight.
Yeah,
I got it on the zone. I watched it. Came on after the Porter fight. I watched it.
Dimitri Tickle.
Getting the stoppages, man.
Yeah. He's not getting the stoppages.
Dimitri Tickle, man. They're playing.
It looked like he hurt Bivol after one round, though. Bivol dropped his hand.
It was the second round. He wobbled that leg.
I think Bivol gonna end up getting beat by somebody he ain't supposed to beat.
If he got to fight Marcus Brown, he gonna get flung around the ring like a little girl, man. The way he fight, and
they talking about going back down to 168 after the end of this fight. They was talking during the fight he's supposed to be going to 168.
Flipping out.
That man up and slammed him like he was a welterweight, and this man got up and didn't give a damn. He got slammed. He just got up like, okay, it happens.
Yeah, I just remembered that was the fight. That was a difficult fight to watch. I ended up cutting that off like halfway through. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, that damn Joe Smith shoulder roll, and he still went punching him in the face 20,000 times around.
Lowy recalled it shoulder bread.
They talking about, cause I watched it on the zone last night. They talking about Bivol might be a future opponent for Canelo or Triple G because he's going down to 168.
I reckon Canelo would beat him. But you reckon so when you say Joe Smith is a slick black fighter, low prediction?
Man, he was in that in the fucking shoulder roll, bro. Bivol didn't do shit about it, man.
Yeah, that was an ugly ass shoulder roll. That A shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was some weak ass shoulder roll, man. It's like some egg fried rice, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like, Bivol, you don't recognize that this dude don't even look comfortable and you backing up. Like, push his ass back, knock him the fuck out, man.
Yeah, they look like an Andre Berto shoulder roll.
I look worse. Berto could actually teach a shoulder roll class.
I'm talking about Berto roll. I thought look when he fought Guerrero. That's how his shoulder looked.
Shit, Berto can put on an instruction class for Joe Smith, man. I don't know what was going on.
Man, when Katie Clark's mom got shot and killed or something.
Yeah.
Who?
Caleb Plow.
Yeah, his mom. It was fucked up. The way I understood it is she was already in the ambulance headed to the hospital for some reason. In the ambulance, she pulls a knife out of her backpack. Cops arrive. She waves knife at cops. Cops shoot her. They put her back in the ambulance. She dies on the way to the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Chris. What in the fuck?
No disrespect to the dead, but the only rational explanation I've got behind that is she must have been one of these ratchet people.
I did say it sounds like some crackhead type shit or meth head type shit going on there. I don't know.
Who you say she's some kind of Caleb Plant?
Yeah, his mom was
His mom.
What?
Yeah,
That gotta be. She gotta be on. She gotta be on some heroin and crystal meth.
That's what I would. That's my only thought is if it's got to be some shit like that.
that was
Meth or something.
for Ugas, you know. Who's it? It was quite a big round. Oh, look at that body shot left.
I would like to see.
I told you,
Bill-
Beats. He landed some good body shots in that fight.
Yeah, I look at the slow motion. That's a great shot, boy.
They put some new old fights on the zone, classic fights.
Oh, what else they got on there now?
Everyone was
They got,
divided on that one. I didn't
They
get.
got
I
the
was
They
back
put a
and
lot
forth.
of Mosley fights up there,
Okay, that's nice.
and Bernard Hopkins.
Shane.
Chris, who do you think won that fight? Everybody seems pretty divided.
But who? I got Ugas won
Porter
that fight,
Ugas.
but it was close.
Yeah, I didn't score it because I was flipping back and forth between that and the zone thing. But
I didn't watch the whole Hooker fight. I'm gonna watch that again.
Ugas said WBC he deserve a rematch.
I don't think Hooker ain't got no power though.
See, the thing
Hooker,
is,
yeah, Hooker ain't got no power.
well, Hooker struggled worse than Porter with the weight. Didn't he have to take off like 5 pounds or something?
Somebody said it was just 0.5. Some people said 5. Some people said 0.5.
fighting this fight, he would have got away with it. You don't have that Mosley power, man. See Mosley in the audience.
Yeah, Sean Porter ain't got no punching power like people thought he did. He just knocked out Paulie Malignaggi.
Nah, he ain't got no power really. Like that.
Yeah, Sam Edgerton knocked Paulie out, so they don't count.
And Pooley's gonna do bare knuckle boxing. I'm pretty friends with damage. If anyone's gonna do bare knuckle, how's Pooley gonna do it?
What you talking about?
His ass down,
What you
man.
talking about? That bare knuckle? But it ain't really bare knuckle. They fighting in a little ring. They got gloves on. You talking about that BKB matches?
I don't know. He said he's challenging McGregor to bare knuckle. That's what I read. Not the BKB.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's that BKB, I ain't like that shit. That shit was stupid. That little ass.
Yeah.
What was that? Wrestling ring, school wrestling mat.
Oh, that round thing, yeah, with no ropes or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It look weird though, because I remember watching Curtis Stevenson and whatchamacallit fight. What's that dude name?
Was it Rosado?
He just threw Porter on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a push. If that was the knockdown that everyone's talking about, that was obviously a push.
I think they
That
said
was
12th round. The one we talking about, like in the 12th or 11th or 12th
11th round. He just pushed him on the floor. He actually just pushed him on the floor.
Oh,
That ain't
no,
no
well, it's
knockdown.
later. It's later. It's the 12th round. It's the 12th. He did push him. You right on that one. He got a little physical with him. He tried to trip him earlier in the fight. He did some freaky shit. Porter touched the canvas like 3 different times.
Yeah, so you guys looks like he's just frustrated that, he ain't getting the Mexican fight. And, yeah, he's not getting the fight that he wants. He wants to trade with him. But
do some good work behind his jab on the move, though.
yeah, but
Not enough, though, I guess.
yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, not enough, not clean enough.
Changes. Maybe Kenny's just doing it too long with Sean now. He needs someone new to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I give Porter credit though for the fact that he has kind of added a few wrinkles to his game, because I thought for a while that Ram Man style of his was going to have a short shelf life.
But the quarterback star.
Yeah, like if he come in and just fighting him Ram Man style, I think he might have had a lot more trouble than he did as it was.
Sure.
He should have just stayed in the pocket more. That's it for me.
I don't know, man. Them body shots. I don't think you like the body shots.
No, that was coming into the pocket where he got the body shots. Like he got hit coming into the pocket high and low, but when he got there, Ugas would sort of just lose the exchanges from that point. I just would have quit cutting the distance so much. I don't know why Kenny wanted that shit. And then I hope they don't do that again, because that ain't the way. That ain't the effective way for Sean. That ain't it.
Not impressive, but I'm not that sold on Ugas either. I'll be honest with you.
No, Ugas was never anything anyway. He's just a contender who's got a shot. Like I've seen him fight before, and I never thought that he would go any further than where he is at the moment. So yeah, Ugas is never, never been anything but Porter. He's this style that he's fighting in. He's just not effective with it. He's not as successful as he should be with it in terms of.
People say this is a robbery, but some of the rounds are just like.
Yeah, they're close. I don't know. It definitely ain't no robbery.
Yeah, I didn't think it was robbery. I thought it was just a close fight.
Yeah, I can see arguments on both sides. It's not no robbery though.
Like I didn't think that the score the one judge that had it 117 for 111 for Ugas, I didn't really even think that was accurate. I thought it was closer than that.
That was dominating.
I mean, they've got on the screen, they've got it 104, 105. The rounds are all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, opinions are all over the place too. One of them fights.
Ugas versus Granados would be a good fight if you can't get anything else. If Danny was the win or
that was a knockdown. That was a knockdown, man. He got hit and he went down.
I thought he caught his arm and his back. I wouldn't have caught it one. I thought Jack Reese made the right one.
Let me have a look at it again.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was definitely a knockdown. He hit him with the right, and then his left arm, kind of as he was going down, kind of tried to assist him down, but it was definitely a knockdown. He hit him and he went down.
I've got Ugas ahead though. I've got Ugas a little ahead. I'm in the 11th now. You won the 10th.
Yeah.
The second half of the fight was where Ugas made most of his hay, from what I saw.
Even on the on-screen replay, you can see he hit him and he was going down. He was actually going down from the hit they took.
Now he pushes him down. And why is Sean so pissed off? No, man. Sean didn't look good against Granados though either, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before he gets punched out of that belt. I said that for a while now, Sean Porter. Oh, flipping it just cut off.
He needs to get his strategy right if he's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't matter what he does. He's just going to get punched out of that belt. Whether he comes forward, fights on the back foot,
Yeah, I think part of it at least is I think he felt like they felt like he couldn't just come in and fight Ugas Ram Man style.
Yeah.
So they had now you could argue that you could argue about whether or not the strategy they went with was the right one either, but you can't just come in fight everyone face first, or else you're gonna come up against it eventually.
I think that right now you're so turned around you can't see the picture.
Definitely losing this 11th. He ain't doing shit. He hasn't done shit.
So what do you think, Beats? What do you think of this? Think it's more like a draw, or are you leaning towards?
I've got Ugas a little ahead.
I mean, I stopped scoring it, but from what I could see, it looked like Ugas was landing cleaner shots to me.
Yeah. That's how I saw it. I thought he landed cleaner shots.
Ugas came on strong down the stretch for sure.
That's why I gave it to him. But it was close though. I didn't have it like he blew him out. It was very close.
It's close. It is close though.
Yeah, like Pete
That's
said,
why I ain't even.
a lot of the rounds weren't very decisive.
That's why I ain't mad at whoever scored it for Porter because I had it. But I had it close though. I had it for Ugas though. I thought it was close because the rounds is hard to him score.
It's a bit hard to see how Porter's winning. Really, truly,
Especially down the stretch.
Yeah.
And them body shots, Ugas got off on. I thought he hurt him with one of them body shots.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of anybody that's really gone to the body on Porter like that.
That's the first time I've seen somebody hit him in the body. Yeah, we're getting there with Spence. That's definitely gonna happen though. They gonna
See, Ugas needs to do a haggling down. Say, boy, from there,
they got a picture of Mauricio Suleiman went up to Canada and visited Adonis Stevenson. It's a dope little picture. It looked like 50 Cent from that movie he did where he played that basketball player.
Yeah.
The quote is just Adonis. He says, Adonis Superman is my hero. He's a great champion, working as hard as he ever did. His wife in his corner and the love for from all the boxing community. He will win this fight. Admirable how Al Heyman and his team have been attentive and supportive to Adonis. Then they said where some guy went up there for Al Heyman and stayed on site for weeks until everything was sorted out. So
yeah, that's a knockdown. That's a knockdown. Or was it? It didn't look like a proper punch though.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a knockdown.
Yeah, well, it was because he hit him and he went down. Simple as.
Yeah.
Like, it's a knockdown. So
we drag it back, man.
I mean, Beach, you if you just watch it, they do a replay and you can see it. It's even clearer on the replay.
I don't think it's one at all. It's the same way. It's the same way Wilder get his knockdowns, and they be calling that it be the forearm shit. That ain't knockdown. That's not a punch.
It's at the back of the head. I can't score that knockdown, man. Hit him on the back of the head. I gave him the round though. Oh, good right crook.
Porter start coming back in that 12th round. Didn't he start coming back in that one? Start doing some things. One of them rounds, he started lighting Ugas up late, and I was like, "Yo, this is Ugas round middleway," and then it's like, "Bop, bop, bop." I'm like, "Damn, Ugas." I thought he was in there, man, but
sure, it's a tough up as well, man. His eyes will knock it up. He's coming back a bit there, but I go Porter losing, man. I can't get Porter this fight, to be honest. I got Ugas winning.
I don't know. Maybe people are hypnotized by the razzle dazzle of Porter. You know, the fact that he's bouncing around, looking busy, and you know, because typically people that do that fight on the outside, they usually make the person in the center of the ring look silly because they're more effective. Maybe people are just kind of looking at that as opposed to what's actually getting through. I don't know.
That was a dominant round by Ugas. So I won't score the knockdown though. It was a dominant round. I think Porter knows he lost it. I think Porter he lost it. He's looking away from Ugas.
About the only thing most people seem to agree on is Ugas won the championship rounds.
I don't think I gave him all. I didn't think I gave him all of them.
You didn't give him 11 and 12?
Nah, I don't think I did. I know.
That's why I said most.
It was just a picky fight, man. I don't know. That was a tough one to score. They gave him a 117 card, man. So I knew they was gonna be everywhere. I knew that damn fight was going to be a bit of everywhere, and it definitely was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golly, who is that?
Ugas can't believe it, boy. He can't believe it. Well, he was the challenger. You got to go a bit harder, man. You got to go a bit harder. Take that belt. You got to take that belt. I can delete this fight from off my hard drive because it's not that good. I ain't watching it again. That's one of my worst short quarter fights to watch.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, man.
Yeah, it wasn't good, Sean. It weren't good.
Doc, you was watching a fight on Friday, some Italian women fighting.
Well, briefly, yeah. Before I found the
Was it
ESPN card.
any good or on the zone?
I didn't see very much of it. I didn't even see enough of it to tell you.
Some low level fight anyway. It's like a European thing.
Yeah, it was like some Italian card.
Tell you what, that Caleb Johnson could punch, boy.
Hey, he fucked Johnny up, didn't he?
Yeah,
He fucked him up proper.
if you stand in front of him, boy, he'll put you on the
And
floor.
light you up. yeah.
He'll put you on the fucking canvas, bro. He's got some power. He's got some power, boy. There's some power there.
Bill should have been way too much for him, man. Man, I don't know, bro. Way too much. Shoulders, use something. This man just sitting there doing the shoulder roll in front of you like everything's sweet, and you letting him.
Camo One, he says he likes the chilled hangouts. You see, we got a lot of people in here, but everyone's letting everyone talk.
Yeah, ain't no arguing over here.
Yeah.
I'm not into all of that, man. Like some people like that stuff, though. Do you know what I mean? All that kind of, shouting and
Yeah.
Some people they like the entertainment. I'm too old for that, man.
Me too. I'm about to be 42. Once I'm about to be 42 in September. I ain't got time for that. Like, if somebody don't say T like another fight, you can't get mad at T because T like certain stuff, or that's his opinion. That's who the guy he like. People get mad over stupid stuff.
I mean, he's been going ham on Crawford, and it's cool, man. It's good. It's all good, man. I ain't got no problem with low
I didn't go ham, not ham.
You can get ham.
But that's his opinion, though. You shouldn't be nobody cussing because he feel that way.
Exactly. It's all good.
I tell you what, though, him versus Ugas, I would like if Ugas fought exactly the way he did. I think Crawford had to cut that
work
distance.
again.
I don't know. I like that one. I like that.
Crawford, not that shit he did last night.
That would be a good fight.
Yeah,
it would be a good fight.
I'm looking at it'll be one of his tougher fights at 147.
Where's the Khan fight?
When is that come out? They ain't even talking about that shit like that.
No. And you know what they're doing? They're making it a pay-per-view over here.
Really?
Nobody knows Crawford over here. Nobody knows Crawford over here, bro.
That's gonna be a bad selling pay-per-view. He's not no pay-per-view star.
Oh, he's not.
But you know what it is? That pay-per-view is going to ride purely off of Khan's name. And I think people will buy it because they would want to see how Khan's going to get knocked out next. You know what I mean? I think people will buy it.
They ain't going to buy it, man. It's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah.
You ain't going to watch no Khan for it. Who's going to pay for it? But maybe a few people in Lancashire. In Bolton.
Actually, I think Kell Brook is a bigger fight than Terrence Crawford than
Oh, definitely in the UK, yeah.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. or stay up till 4 a.m. to watch it either.
But Kell Brook didn't look good in his last fight.
No, he did.
They're desperate now. They want to return for Frank Warren. He's been signed for them for a little while.
Fight before that, he looked good though.
And Frank hasn't provided no box office events on this, so they're desperate now.
So they're fighting on the 20th of April. That's when the fight is. Crawford and Khan.
about 30 days away.
Yeah.
It could be tough for Crawford early, depending on how he fight him. I want to see him do the Chris Algieri style of beating Amir Khan, not just waiting on Khan.
Yeah, I think Crawford will. I think he'll try and decipher him, and he will go to him.
I want to see him
He's
do
not
more.
going to wait. He's not going to wait on Khan.
Yeah, the way he fought Ricky Burns, more or less going and being aggressive toward Khan. Khan ain't got that kind of power. Just be overly respectful of him. So go get it.
Marky Bayer, he had Porter losing. Never seen Porter being overpowered. You guys bullied him. Chisbis says that was a knockdown in his opinion. Cophead, he says he's hoping this is not true about Billy Joe Saunders is going to sign the top rank in ESPN this week when all the action is over on the zone.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You think Wilder gonna sign to the zone? It look like they might have him.
I don't know. It's hard to say with Wilder, man.
But if he signed to the zone, that's gonna freeze. That's gonna freeze Fury because all the heavyweights gonna be at the zone. They got Big Baby Miller over there. They're gonna have Wilder. They're gonna have Joshua. Who's gonna be at top rank for Fury to fight?
All,
They're gonna have to make some
all he
happen.
got at the moment is with Dillian.
Oh, Dillian. I forgot Dillian. Dillian.
After that,
Well,
it's Oscar Rivas.
Is that official though? Dillian, because
Last I heard.
because I know Triple G is official because I saw Triple G face when I signed in the zone last night.
Yeah, that's for sure, for sure. I'm pretty sure Dillian signed with Top Rank, though.
But they said that fight it still ain't gonna be next. That's what Bob Aaron said. If he do sign, they still ain't making that fight. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why Bob Aaron's, got involved in signing Fury and Dylan White. Anyway, heavyweights have never really been his thing, so I don't know what he's trying
I
to.
heard ESPN trying to get in there. What I read, ESPN trying to get in the heavyweight picture. They make him sign some heavyweights.
All right.
Now,
Bob's got to say, go ahead, Beats.
They promoted Ali, promoted John Tate, promoted a few of them.
Yeah,
Foreman during Foreman's comeback was Bob Arum.
Yeah.
I'm just talking more of today because
Yeah,
he's got a lot of the lightweights.
Well, I'd say you're right in the sense of he probably hasn't been heavily involved since prior to the Klitschko's. Would you say that's fair, Beats?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Yo, Beats, you
But,
know another thing?
Bob at the same time understands that if anything is going to revive the market over here, it will require that the heavyweight division being prominent. So he has to be involved somehow, and he's an old dude, so he only has so long to, make that last roll of the dice.
Yo, Beats, you know another thing's gonna put on saying about the Slick Black fighter, and we just talking about the heavyweights, man. The fighter that's boring, that's not trying to let his hands go and trying to just go by what you win, man. The heavyweights gonna make people forget about them. They start putting on these big matchups. People just start wanting to see these 6'6" fighters and up in the ring. You get in there 5'7", 5'8", thinking somebody gonna watch you do the old Floyd Mayweather style. You might not get too much TV time.
Yeah, you gotta light them up, man. You gotta light people up, man.
To a degree, you're right, but in a way, no matter what style they're fighting, when the heavyweight divisions happening like that, it makes people forget about the other divisions.
Yeah, true, but you gotta compete.
And another part of that, Lowe, is you have to keep in mind that part of that what lends itself to that effect is the heavyweight division draws the most amount of casual observers out of any other division. Like there's people at least in this country that they'll only watch if some shit's on TV, they'll only watch it if it's heavyweights.
It's true. You gotta get in there and let the hands go now. They did like we finna get some good. We should anyways, and should be some dope undercards on heavyweight fight. Hell, we got enough heavyweights these days to make heavyweight undercards and main events and everything else.
When
It's no
Vern Schillinger fight next? The dude that beat up
Kanagi.
yeah.
Ain't got no date, yeah.
The guy who beat up Washington, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably might
I
get a.
call him Vern.
That'd be a good next defense for Wilder. That fight.
Yeah, I watched that fight. I actually watched Wilder fight that guy.
Don't fight, man.
If they can't sell, if Showtime get Wilder Brazil and they don't promote that thing using his brother KO and Brazil fighting and shit like that, they don't want to sell no pay per views, man. They don't show that video of Marcellus. They don't let Brazil show everybody that they don't want to sell none. I kind of hope.
I think that's a tough sell no matter what.
No, I get you, but I kind of hope I want them to go to the zone for Joshua, but I kind of hope they try to do this one $70 pay per view to see if just to see the level of promotion that Showtime try to give it. I kind of do.
Marcellus get knocked out to see the knockout.
Yeah, that too. But wouldn't it be smart? Like, yo, we got beef. That's his brother. You know what I mean? He threatened my family, and then look at his family getting splattered on the canvas. Now what? And fake a little heavyweight beef on. Maybe he ain't got. Maybe they too angry with each other to fake it. But fake a little heavyweight roll around beef on ESPN. First take, shit. That's 200, 300,000 buys, maybe right there. Go for it.
You need to sell that fight, man. They need to do something.
Did you say you'd pay $75 for the Marcellus knockout?
If Wilder choked him on ESPN, I'm automatically paying. Like they sitting there, next thing you know, a choke slam type action go down. I'm paying. That's everybody's paying at that point. Everybody's at least watching. And if they don't try it, fine. If he goes to the zone and makes the money, don't try to do his own buys, fine. But if Showtime get that pay per view and they don't do some shit like that, then I don't know what we talking about. I don't know what boxing promotion is no more. Don't tell me Wilder too good to fight on TV.
My sense of it is this is Showtime just trying to get what they can out of the deal before he goes off to the zone.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Otherwise, I think if they knew for sure they had Wilder's next, say, 3 fights, they wouldn't be making this paper.
I would anyways. I'd sell the shit out of it. This is our heavyweight champion choking the shit out of the man on TV. How many days you walk down the street see a 6'7" man choking another 6'7"?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like orchestrate and instruct them? To
don't you want money? It's a business, man.
Hire Vince McMahon to book it for you.
Ali shitting on both of these guys. I seen Ali and Frazier rolling around on the damn floor on live TV, man.
On ABC, yeah.
Don't tell me these two clowns can't get a little dirty to make some money. They ain't got shit on them.
Well, and that was partially the result of fuckery by the producers, because normally on that show they put the guys on either side of Cosell, but they deliberately sat them next to each other when they knew that there was heated between them to begin with.
There we go. This how you do it.
So that would have been you in the production room pushing for that, huh?
It would have been me. It would have been me asking the promoter, like, wouldn't you want me to do this? Like, wouldn't? Okay, you don't. Well, shit. I guess I look at the promoter and roll my eye. Look, man. One time I was in the club business, right? Nightclub business, and we had these big cages in the club, 2 big cages, and it was just for it was for regular people to get up there in their clothes and dance. And I said hell no, let's cut this out. I had partners, so I couldn't do it all by myself. They didn't like the idea. But what I told them to do, I said, look, man, I'm taking all money I can. I like all money. I said we get 2 girls. I know plenty of girls that are dancing these cages, topless or just sexy with some kind of sexy little small outfit on. I said we get somebody to work for us. Go get give them 100 ones. Throw the ones on them and make everybody else want to start throwing their damn money too. And we get our money and their money. That's who I am. I ain't got no shame in making no damn money. So if you mean tell me a Wilder Brazil choke won't help, I don't know, bro.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the promoter, you have to remember the promoter. Their only thought is, okay, if they're in the middle of this, like you said, like Ali and Frazier rolled on the floor. Bob Arum was probably having kittens because all he could think is, okay, what if one of them breaks their arm or breaks their leg or
Hey, what's
you
a
know?
road to a training camp? What is a road to a training camp? Come on, Bob. But get some nuts about you. If this motherfucker meant to hurt himself rolling on
That's
the
I
floor,
said that's how
he
they
wouldn't even
think though.
supposed to
That's
be in
and
the
that's
big
how
damn
they.
big
That's
fight.
people thinking that way is how they get to be promoters.
Yeah, never. I mean, with this case, you don't train, show up fat because you gonna hurt yourself. No, man, we got to sell this fight, and it ain't gonna just happen at no media day. You punch in the bag, and they looking up who is Dominic Brazil, and the first thing they see is Anthony Joshua putting a spark out. That ain't gonna help sell it right there.
That's true.
But it,
That's true.
you know,
Joshua's already making noise saying, "Yeah, you're fighting my leftovers," and this. But they ain't really got much choice but do pay per view. You can't do Fury and Wilder, and then now you're gonna regress all the way back to not doing pay per view. So they have to gamble, and like Low Place said, they're gonna have to find a selling point for the fight because, like you said, look, that's Joshua's leftovers. Joshua's destroyed that guy, destroyed it.
Beast, they don't have to find it. All they got to do is pick their nose because it's sitting right under their nose. It's right there. Like, I don't get paid by Showtime, but I ain't forgot that Marcellus Wilder got knocked out. That
Yeah,
Marcellus Wilder beat up this man in front of his family and shit.
if that's your idea, what's the Undertaker gonna do? He's gonna go crazy. Fuck you, Espinosa, man. You bitch. He's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, like let's go. Like Wilder want to be a big star. He want people behind him. Hey, I mean, you can punch. You may not be the best fighter in the world, but once people start buying over here in the US, they have a hard time stop buying. That's what I've seen. So get it once and you should be good to go from there.
Yeah, I
Go.
mean, it is what you make it as well. Because when we was talking about we don't think Khan and Crawford is going to be pay-per-view. It kind of is what you make it. You've got to make it pay-per-view. You've got to make it successful. Do you know what I mean? So it's in this day and age, it's very rare that you just have two fighters that are just made for pay-per-view. With someone like Broner, you can put him up against anyone and it will do numbers because of his profile outside of boxing. But with a lot of this stuff, it is what you make it. You've got to make it. You've got to put the promotion in and all of that. I mean, with what they've done with Joshua in the UK, they've got him. Joshua is the so-called good boy. He's not on a bad boy thing like Tyson and some of these previous guys, pay-per-view stars. And it's working for him in the UK. Now he's in America trying to, create a profile over there. So you've got to make it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people, it's as if like people kind of, there's an expectation that because of what you do in the ring, yeah, that means you're pay-per-view. It don't work like that. You've got it's the profile. It's your profile outside of the ring because the sweet science don't sell. Like boxing doesn't sell. It's the character. It's the personality. It's I spat in a man's face at the press conference. Now what you're gonna do? It's all of that.
If you're scoring knockouts,
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, if you're scoring knockouts and knocking people out, then that definitely contributes and helps to making pay-per-view successful. But also, I would say in America, what they should do, because the climate has changed as it pertains to boxing, is they should reduce the pay-per-view costs as well, because that would obviously help. Because typically you guys are paying what, $75 or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's no way, there's no amount of promotion is going to convince me that's worth 65 of my bucks. That's just me.
That's what I
It's
say
not
now.
worth it.
That's what I say now until he choking his ass, and then I'm thinking to myself, you know what? It's just $60 damn. You gotta convince people, man. You gotta convince people. I mean, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I'd say that for something else. Jesus. I definitely shouldn't go there. I convince people. That's all I can say. Convince me that I'm stupid enough to give Deontay Wilder $70. Do it. Do it. I dare you. I fucking dare you.
exactly. Well, Stephen Espinosa said it. Someone said they're gonna, because when he heard someone suggest it was gonna be $90+, he said no, it's gonna be way less than that. So, but how much is it gonna be then? Because
I heard 65.
Yeah.
which is still laughable. It's
Yeah, it's a
laughable. I'm
grocery
sorry.
store run. Yeah, it's a grocery store run. If you sell it right, there ain't nothing but a trip to the grocery store. I got you. Filling my buggy up as we speak. Choke 'em, man. You got it. Choke 'em. I mean, Terrence Crawford threw a fucking punch at a weigh-in for a fight that was free TV.
The problem
Free
is
TV.
Well, you think you
expensive. If they try to sell it for $30, then the people can say, well, you must know it's a shit fight if you're going to do that. That's the problem with selling at such a high price. You got to go down.
And another thing, Terrence Crawford threw that punch. He did the most live ratings in TV live TV that year.
yeah.
People
Well,
like bullshit. People like
Oh
it.
no! Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely, that's how you have to promote boxing in America.
yeah.
To some degree. I'm just saying. To me, that matchup's so shitty. I don't care. I don't care how good the promotion is. I ain't paying those $65. And to your point, you're not wrong. But I'm already to the point where the whole price point to me is not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Crawford did that for the views. But
Yeah,
it
true.
was just a genuine circumstance, you know what I mean, that led to that. But yeah, things like that is what sells boxing. Do you know what I mean? When Chisora spat in who is it? Was it Klitschko's face? Spat in his face?
How about when Chisora threw the table?
Yeah, all of that. That kind of that all that
That's
fuckery there
one of the best
is what
best images I've ever seen is him just with his hands over his head and this absurd table flying through the air.
the more you can stimulate the casual mind, the more they'll think, okay, what they're actually fighting. All right, I might, buy this, you know. Bad news sells, man. Bad news sells.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap this one up, fellas.
Yeah.
We'll wrap this one up. I appreciate everyone coming in, contributing. Everybody in the chat. Let's read out a few. Post in the chat, then we'll get out. One sec. Let's see. One sec.
You got predictions next week, Beats? Or you doing that next week?
What's that, bro?
The fights next week.
Who's fighting next week?
Mikey and Spence.
Oh, is it Mikey and Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully so.
Farmer's fighting next week as well.
I'm not really interested in that fight though.
Yeah.
Mikey is. I'll watch it, but I can't get excited.
You know
The
what?
only thing that make it exciting is the Spence loses.
I'm interested because so many people convincing themselves. So many that Mikey Garcia is in this fight, and it's like, dude, what? I'm not perfect, but I don't see a damn chance. I'm just giving them their shot to say, okay, maybe you was right. That's the only interest I got, and other than that, Spence running his ass over like he's supposed to.
Man, if he don't run him over, man, he's gonna look like a bus, man. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
Yeah, we've also got this is just one for me personally. Kevin Johnson's fighting next weekend. I just like watching him fight. Byfield's
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
Kingpin Johnson.
Yeah. I just that's just a personal one for me. I just like watching him fight for some reason. Guilty pleasure.
He look good. He look good in years.
I know he's not good. He's not good at all. I just like, for some reason, I just like seeing him get beat up.
Who's fighting?
Who's he fighting? He's fighting it's unannounced, but he's fighting in Germany. I know that.
Kingpin Johnson.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to like to watch Audley get beat up. Audley Harrison. I used to watch him get beat up.
Audley, man.
Audley. Byfield's fighting next week. He's fighting some journeyman.
Senior Byfield, yeah?
Yeah. I know. And who is it? Boatsy. Boatsy's fighting on the 23rd, which don't.
Oh yeah, Liam Conrad against Liam Conrad.
Yeah.
Is it true that Lawrence Okoli beat up Dylan White and Spawn?
Well, he showed a clip putting a few hands on him, yeah.
And then I saw a Twitter post. He said, "I think I can beat Dillian White."
Yeah, Dillian White's got a protege by the name of Richard Riakporhe, and but a Coley. I think White's trying to put him against Riakporhe and Coley together, but Coley's not having it. He wants White for some reason.
Dillian White said he's gonna beat a Coley up when you see him on the street for saying that comment.
Yeah, man. SSB says if they start to fight on ESPN First Take, those two might never get invited to ESPN again.
No, they got to tell them. They got to set it up and say, you know, we want this. You know, we want this. Are y'all good with this? And yeah, there you go.
Dillian White trying to see man on the road, and
then you know what? The next time they do First Take, they say, well, we're going to do this episode. We got big security guard here. Let's roll the footage of what happened last time. All right, with Deontay. Well, and then, you know, whoever ain't seen it or need to be reminded, that's priceless footage, man. I wish they would have me in promotion of fighter. You give me a heavyweight champion that talk as much shit as Deontay Wilder. This man ain't going to be unpopular. It just ain't going to happen. You're going to either love him or you're going to hate him.
I agree with you, Low Place. I agree with you. You've got to manufacture it, man.
You gonna love him or you gonna hate him. Deontay Wilder won't be this likable by all race black guy for whatever reason. Fuck that. Hate sells too, motherfucker. Hate sells too.
That's true. That's true. Well, let's see what he does this week, man. I mean, I'm sure a big soap opera before he signs. You know what I mean? Some soap opera drama. He can't just do anything just straightforward. Just, you know what I mean? Like without no drama. You know, there's gonna be drama.
Yeah.
It's gonna be drama, man, with Wilder. It's gonna be a bit of soap opera. But listen, I'm gonna stop it here. Thanks for everyone coming on, yeah?
Yeah, man. Appreciate it as always.
Yeah, beat. See you next week.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Everybody who was in the chat and everybody, yeah, man. Big up. Appreciate it.